Hi everybody, it's Laura and it's so nice to see you. And today I want to teach you one of the keys to more self-love, to more awareness, and to a happier life. One important key to self-love is your internalized parent. So you might have heard about that or not, but what is the internalized parent? So for example, you always have a way of how you treat yourself, how you talk to yourself, what you allow yourself to do, what you don't allow yourself to do, how you judge yourself, and basically how you want to live life. So you have that internal voice that tells you what is right and what is wrong and how you should behave. For some people who are very self-loving and happy, they have a very nice voice, a kind voice, a supportive voice, a voice that tells them that they're good enough and that everything is alright and that if they keep trying and they get better and there's nothing wrong with them. So that voice tells them that they're innately a good human being. But what for the people who don't have that voice? So what you will have instead is the internalized parent that didn't treat you well. And what most people don't know is that actually the way that your parents treated you when you were a child is the way you treat yourself later, because you have kind of that part in yourself, in your psyche, that is that parent, and it's going to speak to you the way that your parents spoke to you. The problem is when that voice is not really supportive, and that voice tells you that you're not good enough, and that voice is more in your way than it is helping you, supporting you in your life, then you have a problem. So self-love means that you have learned to kind of alter that voice inside, especially if it's a negative voice. So if you learn to alter that voice, what you have to do is talk to it and ask it, what does it need from you? What does it want you to do? Why are they doing what they're doing? And then go into a conversation with them, as with your part in yourself, and ask them, so I don't feel very much loved by you, and I know you mean well, but could you say things a little bit more nicely? Because that would be nicer to myself. It's very hard at first to getting that voice on board. What we have to realize ultimately is that it's us doing that to ourselves, and that we have to take the responsibility for it, for still doing it to ourselves, for some people abusing themselves. Take responsibility. You gotta be the first that says that needs to change. I can't treat myself like that anymore. I would never treat someone else like that. Why do I allow my psyche to treat me that way? It's you doing that to yourself. You're your own abuser inside your head if you don't change that voice. It's funny because in a way you have to reparent that voice to tell it how to say things nicely, how to be supportive, how to be loving, and it's a really interesting process. So what you can do for today, just by starting, is write down all the things that voice tells you that you should do, all the things that you maybe not doing right, or that you fall short to your own expectations. Recognize how you talk to yourself. Just write everything down. Try to go into a conversation with it. So ask that voice inside your head, why are you being so hurtful when you say that? And then wait if you receive an answer. And that answer could be like, maybe just if I don't say anything, that then you won't do anything. Something like that maybe. And then you can go into a conversation. So why is that? Why do you think that? And it's interesting to talk to yourself in that way. And it really changes the way you see yourself, and it makes you realize that ultimately you're your own parent. You have the responsibility, and the way you treat yourself is later the way you treat others. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Click that little bell to get notified, and I would love to have you here on that channel. Bye!